Hi. Okay, so Mondays are going to be my day, I think, for coming out and doing something in the studio at the moment. I'm having a clean up. It's like 2021 and I see everybody else is actually sort of organizing themselves. It must be in the air or something, yeah? I have a lot of different colored jelly prints that I've printed over the time that are all in, one box, and I've been sorting them out because in this video, will show you how to create these very fast folders to store all the colors or styles of prints that you do. So they hold quite a lot depending on how wide you make the spine of them. And then you just slip in the work. So you open it, and they're not decorated highly at the start. I feel like as I go along I will probably, decorate them more. But at this particular point I just want to be able to get all my prints that I've made stored in the right colour. The most prominent colour, which being blue in this point, and having them up on the shelf so that I can find them. Alright, so the following video is pretty much how you make these, and there they go, there they are. I hope you enjoy. Hi everybody. Okay, so the storage flip books for the different colored jelly plates, or this is actually doors and windows that I've printed off, and I just want one for those. I've just made a whole heap more in cardboard, the bases, with some leftover boxes that we've had over the Christmas period. And I've kind of redesigned this a little bit since I did this first one, which is just the flip book, like a large one like I've made before, and I'm going to write the names of this and just stack them like books on the shelf. But what I've thought since then is that it probably needs to have another little bend in it, so that when this pocket gets full, because there's a pocket in here that I've put in there, and this gets much thicker with some pieces, especially some particular colors of mine. I have quite a lot of pieces of jelly print. You keep on making jelly prints, yeah? Anyway, so this is the design that I've come up with. Now they're all just out of a cardboard, as I previously showed you. The only difference is that I've added another mark, so another bend. So this one here is like 3.5 centimeters, and this one here is about 2.5 centimeters. So each line that has to be bent really doesn't matter on the sides, just how much flips in, because that's fine, but it has to be probably 23 centimeters from point to point, and then some in like 3.5 centimeters in this way, 2.5 centimeters in this way. So you're running down with a bone folder, or the end of a pair of rounded scissors, and just actually making those marks up and drawing a line or cutting it, or however you want to do it. These ones aren't cut long ways, so they've got that down there. So therefore you've got 4, then you're bending them up, so in the end it will look like that. Now the reason I've done that, because the other one doesn't look like that, the other one is just like this, it doesn't have that extra bend. The reason I've done that is because I know that I had quite a few colours in a particular colour. So when I put the rope in here and the paper's all in doubled over for storage, and the other bit on the end, it's actually going to get quite thick. So now I have quite a lot of room for it to grow, and that will look really cute, and the spine of it will have the name and some colour or whatever to put up on my bookshelf. Okay, so now we've got them all folded up. Now there's one thing that I do before I start jelly printing the actual cardboard and so forth, that I haven't done on other flip books, but I have got, that's the new thing, is that where these all stream in here gets a little bit, after you get too much, it needs reinforcing on that little piece. So what I've decided to do is just mask that whole area where the actual cord goes to hold the flips of your work. So I do that prior to jelly printing, and it's up to you what you use. I mean, I just use normal masking tape, and I run down those edges on both sides. Like so. Put that up. Now, if your cardboard is not secure at all on the edge, you can reinforce that even a bit more if you want before you start jelly printing on top of it, because this tape will actually take it, like so. And then there's just a bit more secure for the flip book. So that's what I'm doing. That's all what I'm going to do to all the ones I've done so far. I'm going to do that before I start doing the colours. So I've had the jelly played out all day today, and on these, and I'm just going to I finished, and as I said before, they're just jelly plated on really roughly. They're just coloured. So there's a green one and a yellow one and a leaf one and a red one, and that one's a rose gold one. Then there's an orange one, purple one, black and white one, the door one, natural tones one, and the last one down here is the gold and black one. Now let me just take this green one. The green one is very full, the red one is very full. I haven't finished, obviously, but I've done all the colour coordinating to the jelly prints, and I've just got a peg holding them together on the top. So pretty much there are all my jelly prints that I have actually sorted into all the different greens that I have printed before. So now they're all in one spot, and I have a couple of boxes more to go through because I just print. When I get in the mood, I just print, yeah. So what I'm going to do, I think, oh, and I forgot to show you. I'll show you on this one, actually. Does this one? Okay, so I found some elastic, and I just thought, what a good idea. That's just so simple. So I just threw, some of these need to be straightened out because they've been scrunched up in other places. So I just fed all of those through the elastic, and the elastic's awesome. I just love it. Makes life so easy. to add, and you know, so if you have any hat elastic or any elastic, you can still use the cord of any description or whatever you've got lying around the studio. I'm going to put, I think, a flat button and just sew a tie, you know, sew a tie. I think that's all I'm going to do, something really, really simple, because I don't want to spend a lot of time on these. I have spent a fair amount of time setting them up, and they will save me so much time in my work, because whenever I want a particular color, I'll be able to just go and find that particular color that I'm looking for. So I will show you. I won't finish. I'll make sure that I put the find some flat buttons and do that, and then I'll put that on here, and then we'll be all good. Everybody, they'll just stand up when they're finished next to each other, and they will have this white piece of elastic down there, and I have got names that I have typed up on you know, and I might collage a bit on there and make them look a bit nicer, but at this point they're still sort of just drying, and I'm still sort of sorting them out. Okay, have a good day. Okay, so there they are, all just standing up on the table at their first stage of being finished. Red, yellow, green, rose gold, leaves, orange, purple, black and white, doors, gold, and this one is natural tones, but I haven't quite finished that one. That's the last one I did today. So I've been very busy. Alright, see ya. Hi everybody, how you going? Okay, so I'm just I'm finishing up these storage books. We're having a bit of a clean up, as you know. I hope everyone's well. I'm going to do the clasps on these today, so I'm just getting rid of this little bit of black and white paper that I found kicking around. So these are the books, the storage books that I've made, and I found just some little flat buttons kicking about, and I've threaded that on. I've actually tied on the button. These storage books for all your GELLI, your prints, and everything in that color that you need. I've put a little bead on that side to stop that pulling through, and then just made it a wraparound. Now whether I add something to this long piece of cord, I'm not too sure at this point, but I will show you how I did that. It's very quick, it's very easy. It's just, as I said, it's a storage system, just for storing all of those pieces in that color. Obviously you can make as many as you want, and I really find that it's gonna be beneficial for me to be able to find when I want to, you know, I've made something and I can't find what I'm actually looking for. It's very annoying. Okay, so I want the button on the top, so I'm just going to throw a hole through there. I've got this this is actually just a hemp cord, hemp duty sort of stuff. I think it's hemp, but yeah, it's just a cord. Any cord would do. It threads through perfectly. I'm doing a couple of knots, or a knot with a couple of loops through in there to make it a little bit raised up, and then I'm throwing both of them through that hole, which you can probably do together because it's quite, it all makes quite a nice hole to go through. Now you can sew these on, I suppose. You can do anything you like. This is, for me, was the fastest thing, and you need to anchor something. I felt on this side I have these whole heap of these little Mai Ching coins that I bought many years ago. So I'm just going to thread one of those on, and that will stop it from pulling through. Now at this time I'm not actually going to even bother about the extra piece of rope or cord or anything. So I just need the hole to be about there. Line it up, push it through. In my travels though, I did, you know, when you're searching out bits and pieces, I don't know whether your cupboards are like my cupboards, but I have broken jewellery and all sorts of things that I've cut up and or think that I'm going to reuse in some form or other. So I thought I might try and use some of the pieces today if I can, if the hole actually goes through, but I don't think that's going to go through that one. No little pieces of jade. I was thinking I could just pop a piece of jade in there for luck. But no, that is not. Oh yes, that one is going to go through. Okay, so then we're going to tie this. So you go round and then you go through, but then you bring it back up and you go through, and you bring it back up and you go through. So it's a really large knot. A large knot. Did I even do that on the screen? Hold on, I'm going to do that again. Let me just get something on there. Righto. So when you're tying your knot, you go round, and that's a normal knot, but you bring this around, and then it goes around again 3 times. You put it back through that piece, back through the hole 3 times, like so, and then when you pull it down, it makes a really large knot, so that you don't have to worry about keeping on knotting, and it's all just in one piece. Okay, maybe I should do that as a close-up. Anyway, I'm sure you get the gist of it. You'll watch me do it numerous times on here, and if not, message me. So on here on the front, I've actually put something too, because I just, you know, I don't want it to pull through. So I could just knot, or I could find something to put on there if there's anything just kicking about here that would look alright. There we go with that. Maybe this cord I've got is quite large. It's not like a bead thread or anything, so a lot of the things I've got kicking around here won't fit, but you never know. Anyway, I will knot this again, 1, 2, 3 to make the big knot. Push it all the way down, work it down to right to the bottom so it's all nice and close, like so, nice and tight, and then hold it and pull so that the knot is right in that hole. So I mean, I don't think it's going anywhere. So that's all they are. They're just little ties. And as I said, I might be hanging some things. I might find some extra bits and pieces to hang on them. I've got loads of little pieces in here that I might pull apart and actually change. But at this point, that is all I'm doing. I'm just finishing them off so that they all have a tie, and they can all just stack along, and I can work with them. I'm also going to add to the what I wanted to do after I did that was put some sort of, you know, words on it. I mean, obviously you can see this is orange, but I found these fabulous prints, and you know, I thought they would be awesome to put on. They're actually out of a book I found, and what I decided was I would print them and glue them on every book. Now the reason I like them, this particular thing, is that, and I will get the orange one. Okay, So they're all different colors, and this particular one says orange, obviously. Festivity, happiness, fun, joyousness, optimism, balance, ambition, energetic, flamboyant, warmth, enthusiasm, generosity, vibrant, expansive, and organic. And it's all in this gorgeous typeface. And I'm going to put these up. I printed them off, and I can make them into a PDF because I know that PDF is actually what everyone uses. But I did print them off, and I thought, no, I'm gonna put them out there. I just love the words, the typeface, you know, everything kind of about that. So I'm going to glue. Oh, sorry, I'm going to put them up on Judy Armstrong Studio group page for free. Like, you can just download them, and I'm going to put them on here. Now, I don't think I'm going to put them all in one hit. I think I am going to rip it up and change it around a bit. And that's probably the only thing, though, I'm going to do is put these fantastic words that go with the colour on each one. Just as, I just think they're, you know, sensational. Obviously, you could write them on, but I just like the way that they're typed. You know, they've used a type print, and much easier and much nicer than my writing. My writing's pretty ordinary, actually. So I'm just going to glue those on, and then that's pretty much it. I'm going to do all of them, and then I'm going to sort them out and come back, and I will be on my next project of organization. Okay, so you have a fantastic week, and I will see you next Monday. Okay, bye. Okay, so I finished. I put all the clasps on, and I just thought I'd show you quickly the different kinds of things that I've used. I showed you using the button, but I've actually along the way found a few different kinds of pieces that I've, you know, been lying around, and I'm sure you find them. You'll find them too. So I've just used old pieces of chain that I had, pieces of old earrings that were kicking around, you know, just to decorate them a that little bit more. I put all of the names of what the papers are so that when they stand up, they can all stack up. They can be, this one here is very, very full. This is, and I haven't actually finished it. I just started this earthy coloured one. So this is, might need some work to it because it doesn't have any name. This also doesn't have any name. This is just an old piece of chain, and I really don't know where that little spinny thing came from, but yeah, they're just gold. Orange, the one that I started with, has that on it, and it's got all its little pieces on it, so that I just love this because it's got so many, you know, when you're looking at it, you can think of things that are actually, you know, that you want to utilize, maybe the words or whatever it says in your work. Like green is for compassion, purity, harmony, calming, healing, fertility, good luck, hope, success, stability, generosity, endurance, you know, all of those beautiful words. So that is all of them. Red, there's a bit about Chinese, about how they have over 30 symbols for different Chinese reds. This was my original one when I just threw a key on that. The yellow one, it's got the same, it's got all the words and, you know, what yellow means. And the violet, this one here was leaf, so I haven't really done that one. This one here was not finished, and then there was the blue one. Okay, so obviously all of those are finished, and I'm going to sort a little bit more because I have many more little small boxes to actually sort through. And they just will stack so beautifully on my bookshelf, and I will then know if I keep doing it. I probably don't make thousands of prints, but when I'm doing an actual project that I want that color print for, and I make the prints, you know, the mono prints for that particular job, there's always so many more I don't use. So this is where this comes in handy. So instead of actually making so many more prints for what I do, I can actually just go and find the right color. Maybe I won't, you know, save me some time, and also recycle some cardboard and organize. It's always good to be organized, isn't it? All right. Thanks heaps. See you next Monday. Bye.